Okay, so we have a declutter today. This is things that I'm decluttering in June 2024, so it's July 1st right now. Most of this is lip products, but there's a few other random things. We'll start with a non-makeup item. This is the Pumpkin Yule black tea time reverse eye patches. These look really cool. I'm just not very good. I'm going to show that. They actually do have kind of a black color to them, but these have expired on me. I like the idea of them. I love the idea of using eye patches, but I tend to not use them in time and they go bad, so I have no plans to buy any more eye patches. This one is quite sad. This is a bronzer this is the Awesome Bronze Gorgeous Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream in the shade Goldilocks. And it is a pretty bronzer, and they give you a huge amount of product, so I got this last year. It has developed a terrible, terrible chemical smell before it even expires. Like, its 1 year mark when it should expire is starting this month. So, color's really pretty. It was a nice formula. But yeah, so not buying this again just because I think it goes bad pretty quickly. It's kind of just like a very intense smell to it. So sadly, that guy is gonna go, which is a bummer because this product I think had a lot of potential. And it's really pretty, but I have other bronzers that don't do that. This is the Beauty Pie Quick Color Contour Super Gel. This is another product that, this one just is, because, you know, it's expired naturally. Yeah, there's the contour color. And I don't think I need this again. Or like a product like this. I just am better off with a regular bronzer. I don't really need a separate contour. Let's see. Do I have other things that are not lips? Yeah, I do in here somewhere. So this is a eye product I really wanted to try. This is the Ilia Liquid Powder Matte Eye Tint. So this is actually really nice. This was the full size is pretty big, and it's I think $28. So I kind of held out on this one until I got this as a Sephora Points perk, and I'm glad. It was a nice formula, but it only has a 6-month shelf life, which is often my problem with. I like to buy clean beauty because I tend to have better success with the ingredients, especially in my eyes that are very sensitive. It's real pretty. I think that was way too thick, but it's a very nice color. The color on this is Cork. So this was really great for a point perk, but honestly I feel like for an eyeshadow that is only going to last 6 months, this should be the size. They should make them this size and sell them this size, because like a full size you're never going to use up in 6 months. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Probably wouldn't buy one of those full price, but I'm glad I got to try it. Another similar situation, this is the Gen C. This came in a kit, I think 2 Christmases ago, thereabouts. The shade is called Desert Highways, and I believe this formula is like it's the mixed media metallic liquid eyeshadow, and it's very pretty, and I like that it's Desert Highways, like the Modest Mouse song. Look how beautiful that is. Really liked this. This does feel nice on, didn't have any issues with it. Again, 6-month shelf life, and so for that reason it's not something that I would purchase outside of, you know, a deal like that, but it is very pretty. Speaking of things acquired in kits, this Benetint very, very old product, like, not, this one is not old, this one's very new, but a product I used well over a decade ago, and this is kind of a fun, you know, bit of nostalgia to get to try it. This came in the Trend Mood box that came out pretty recently, and it was only like the second time I've ever gotten a Trend Mood box. Usually there's something in there I'm not going to use, and all these were things I wanted to try, and then this was kind of the thing that I'm like, well, I kind of forgot that Benetint tastes like flowers, and I'm really over products that taste like flowers. I can't handle it. And then theoretically I could use this on my cheeks, but I won't. I have really rosy cheeks, so this is not the kind of blush I need to be putting on. So it's just like a pretty stain. And so if you do not mind, like it's a really pretty color, if you do not mind the rose tint, or, you know, if you would put like, I'm not sure if it's essential oil or rose water. So if it was rose water, that might be better on my face. But I know this is not going to look good on my cheeks, so I didn't really bother worrying about that. So yeah, it's gonna stain obviously, but yeah, just not for me. So yeah, if you do not like the taste of floral things, Benetint is not for you. And there's just way cheaper, especially like in K-Beauty, there's way cheaper stain options. So I would not recommend this one personally. I can smell the rose from here. So it doesn't smell bad, but I don't want to taste it. And I've honestly discovered that that's really kind of a thing for me. Like a lot of lip products I end up not wanting to keep because of the way that they smell and taste. Here's an example of that. What's this brand called? It's the same as, here we go, Half Caked. Okay, so this is the Half Caked Instant Crush in Cake Baby. I had bought a couple of things from them last year, and they sent me, I think, this instead of, I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but in any event, one of these, I had two of these, and one of them I ended up getting for free because they sent the wrong product. And it's a perfectly pretty gloss. It is a very traditional, just like sticky lip gloss, and I feel like we've just moved past that. I've moved past that. There's so many other options. And the other thing that I don't love about this, it has this really intense, like, they say it smells like strawberries. It does, but it smells like sour, like strawberries that have gone bad. And I haven't had this, you know, long enough. It should be good until October. And it does not smell great. So that is why I'm getting rid of this and why I would not buy any more of those. Honestly, I cannot say that I would necessarily buy from this brand again. There's a couple of things I like a little bit, but this is their Fight Night. It is a liquid lipstick. Fight Night's the shade name. And it's a very pretty color, but I'm not a liquid lipstick person, and this is like vampy. It's really pretty, and I did test it out, and it does stay on real well, but it's very, very drying. And so this is the kind of thing where I would need to put like a lip balm on top, but as soon as you do that, then the transfer proofness goes away, which is why I have owned this most of a year and have never worn it, and I know I won't. So well, I love that color and I think it is beautiful. This is not practical for me to keep. Here's another thing that tastes terrible. This is the Rare Beauty Humble Matte Lipstick. This came in that Sephora kit that I was very excited about, and I'm glad I got it because I got to try some things that I was able to try at a discount. But this lipstick is not for me. It is very nice, except for it tastes like flowers. So that's the shade Humble. It's a pretty formula, and it's not, at least like when I first put it on, it's not very drying, but I haven't worn it for any length of time because it smells floral. So I won't be getting any more of those. And there was another product in here. There's a little mini somewhere. Yeah, this is also Rare Beauty. It was a little Sephora mini, and it is the matte lip cream, and the shade on this is Courage. And again, beautiful, but similar problem, just like tastes like flowers, which is unfortunate, but I just have things that don't taste like flowers, and I just can't, I just don't like it. So those are gonna go. Here's something I loved the smell and taste of. This is the Kaja Love Swipe. What are these called? The shade Every Girl. I think it's just like the Love Swipe. It's not a liquid lipstick though. It's like a, I don't know, new generation liquid lipstick. The smell on this is starting to go a little bit, but I mean, that's why I'm getting rid of them, because they're old. But they're very pretty, and I quite like the smell. It's kind of fruity, like fruity but gourmand at the same time, like white chocolate and raspberry or something like that. This is the other one. This is Swipe Right. These are super cute. They are similar to the M Cosmetics. There's an M Cosmetics formula that's a lot like this. And because I have those and they're still good, I'm going to get rid of these. And then also, those are easier to use than these. So, and these are, you know, at the end of their shelf life, but that's okay. And I've got the M1, so I can use those. But not a bad product at all. A Kaja product I did not like was this stain. And then this stain, you know, again, it's because it's floral. But other than that, I liked the color. It doesn't really show up a whole lot on my lips though. Like this one didn't stain much. I have one that's a little bit darker. And I tried it once and the stain seems to be a little bit more, like it shows up a little more, and then also that color I liked better. This one was a little too, like it just doesn't really look like anything on my lips. So that one is going, but I'm keeping that other one. Well, we're on Kaja. Another Kaja product that I didn't end up liking. This was, I think, a free gift with purchase. This was the Whipped Dream Meringue Pink. It is a nice color, and I think it has a little bit of a scent to it, which I wouldn't necessarily want to put on my face. This also, main issue with this, I think, is that it has a 6-month shelf life, so not super useful to me. But the main issue with this is that when I like put it on my face, it just kind of blends off into nothing. And I also tried wearing on the eyes, and it just like moves around and blends away real fast. So this just didn't work for me at all. I would not suggest that one. One of those other pesky 6-month shelf life products, but I love these, the RMS eye lights. This one is in the shade Blaze. I try to only have like one of these at a time because they don't last very long, shelf life wise. But isn't that just beautiful? Like, it's so pretty. So yeah, I really like those. I hope someday they figure out how to extend the shelf life. But again, this is a formula that, like, it doesn't need to be this big for something that's only going to last 6 months. But yeah, it's gorgeous. So I currently have the peach one. I'm not sure, I can't quite think of what that's called. And that one's, you know, good for 6 months. So I love Phytosurgeons. I decided to replace my favorite Phytosurgeons blush. So I've had this one for like 2.5 years. So I took an opportunity to get a fresh one. So this is Smolder, which is my very favorite color. It's, oh, my arm's like way up here. So I really love Smolder. And the day that I bought it, they were, I'm getting rid of this one, but I have a new one that I just bought. And the day that I bought the new one, they had some like imperfect ones that they were giving away for free in an order. So I also replaced my Fume. I don't like this color anywhere near as much as Smolder, but I do like it, and so I was happy to be able to get a replacement for that one too. So, 2 wonderful blushes from Phytosurgeons. I am just decluttering them because I am replacing them. Right. What else has gone bad? A lot of these lipsticks. This one I think is still, it's about to go. I could use this one longer, but the reason I decided not to is it's just really, really drying. And I already, so this is the Beauty Pie. This is like the refillable bullet. 2 different formulas with the refillable bullet, and both of them have broken off, and I've had to like dig out the lipstick and shove it back down in there. So I only got to use a little bit of this. Like, it looks like I used a ton of it, but it broke. And also this formula is very, very drying. It's supposed to be kind of like their, I don't know, like their Generation G, I think. Like, it's kind of sheer and matte. And it's, I mean, it looks pretty. Like, I like that color a lot. This is the shade Sheer Mocha. So I will keep the container to this, but I don't know. I don't even know if I necessarily would recommend these refillable bullets. Although I know they've had more, you know, development since I've not had Beauty Pie for several months. So, yeah, would not recommend this formula. This is the, I think it's called the Almost lipstick. Not super into that one. And then, what else? Let's see. So I've got, this is a Palladio lip stain that I got off of Amazon. We'll go to this side. So this actually, I like the smell of it. It's kind of fruity. It's botanical and vitamin infused lip stain from Palladio. I got this on Amazon. It's a really pretty color. I can't find the shade name on here. It doesn't look like much now. So it has a 6-month shelf life, and it's like a marker, so it's pretty dry now. But I did like this. Again, it's just that whole 6-month shelf life thing. And I am kind of a stickler for dates, so I don't want to use things too long after they expire. Similarly, this is the Beauty Pie Super Color Kohl Eyeliner. Unfortunately, when I bought this, I did not realize it was a 6-month shelf life product. So it's just a very light, like there's no shimmer or anything. It's just a light eyeliner pencil, like for inner corner. It's fine. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I like their other eyeliners that they have. I have all of them and they last 2 years, so I would definitely recommend those, but not this formula. Let's see. I've got this was a freebie from RMS last year. It's the Lip to Cheek in Elusive. And it is a good color, but it's expired. Their Lip to Cheeks last a year, which is pretty decent, but RMS products, I think especially, do go bad. Like it does, it definitely has like a cranny smell. They really do go bad in a year when they say they will. This is a L'Occitane lip balm. This is just a little mini, and it's, again, smells floral, so it's going. This is a really strange smell. This is the About Face Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter. I got the shade Nashi Pear, and it's a clicky balm because I do like those. I think this was the least pigment in color, and it's still very pigmented. But the reason that I am getting rid of this is that the smell is so strong. It's like a fruity, it's a nice smell, but it sets off, not only does it taste bad to me, but it like sets off my asthma really bad. I have never had a lip product do that before. Like it's so strongly scented that it sets off my asthma. So for that reason, I'm not going to make myself wear this. And I definitely would not recommend this or get it again, which is unfortunate. Because I think this would be a nice formula without that very intense asthma-inducing fragrance. Let's see. We have, this is a Josie Maran Argan Sugar Scrub Lip Butter. That's just expired. You can kind of see the sugar scrub bits in there. So I've just had it too long. No, I'm wiping off like that one thing. I've got stuff everywhere. I got really into, well, let's see, I was trying to find, these are supposed to be similar to Merit. I actually bought a Merit lipstick last year and I ended up sending it back because it had this really intense smell and taste that was like mothballs. So I loved the formula, I loved the color, but I couldn't handle it. And it was also breaking in the tube because it was very slippery. It was a very nice formula. So I was trying to find something similar to that. And these Sephora clean ones were supposed to be kind of similar, and they kind of are. This is maple. These are just old now, so it's time for them to go. This one's maple. I don't think they have these anymore. See, its spray color is actually kind of similar to the Beauty Pie up here. And I would say I like this better, but I don't think they sell these anymore. I'll have to check. And And they are pretty economical, but clearly I didn't, you know, get a chance to really use them a whole lot. I really like that color, but they are expired, so they are going. And these were not particularly, just because my skin's so dry, like I really need stuff that's more nourishing. So it's not that these were like drying, but they didn't add anything. So I ended up with pretty dry lips. So that's one reason I wouldn't necessarily run out and get this. We have, this is an RMS. This was another GWP from last year. This one's the shade Crimson Lane of their tinted lip balm, and it's nice. It's expired, and that looks like really fluorescent right now. It's not my favorite red because it is a little like pink leaning. But yeah, so this is expired. It's gonna go. This one's kind of sad because I like the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. lipstick. The one that's like the expensive e.l.f. lipstick, but it's nice. The shade is Vocal. I think I got this one on Amazon. And it's just expired now, but it is quite nice. It's also very much falling out of the tube, but it is a really nice formula. I would not, I would get one of these again, but like one, because it only lasts a year. And then a couple years ago, I got really into this Almay formula that's like these matte vibes lipstick. And I got them on Amazon, and I just was so excited because they were really cheap, and they have a 2-year shelf life, which is pretty good considering I, you know, buy a lot of clean beauty stuff. But I did not need this many of them. This color is kind of weird looking on me. Like I love a nude, but sometimes they don't love me. So this one is Sleep Later. And then I've got Call Out. I loved this one. Okay, maybe it was this last one because that doesn't look very used. It was this last one that I was really into. So this one is Hit Snooze. That took me a second. So yeah, I like mangled that one. And it's like my super trendy taupe color that I love. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff. I am sad to be decluttering it, but I'm also happy to be cleaning out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video.